Hi there, it's Donovan. It has been 8 long years since this stupid system released. Your 8-year-old brat of a son is too old for me. When are you gonna make another one? Waiting for the Switch 2 is agonizing. 8 years is a monumental achievement for any gaming system to last that long. 8 years is also like a century passing by in terms of technology. Over 8 years, I've had 5 iPhones, 3 iPads, 2 TVs, 2 cars, a PS5, but there was always one constant throughout that time, and it's been this old hag. Listen, Grandpa, I love you. I'm sick and tired of you falling down the stairs. It's time for you to have another baby. But the wait was worth it because Nintendo Switch 2 has finally graced our eyes and will pave the way for gaming's future. Too bad we already knew what it was like 2 years ago. The Nintendo Switch 2 is the most leaked system of all time. The amount of leaks this thing has had could probably drain the entire Pacific. I mean, the amount of info we've had before its official announcement is absolutely ridiculous. But you know me, I watched Transformers 5, so I'm a masochist. Let's take a look back at the leaks, rumors, and making of Nintendo Switch 2. The earliest information about Nintendo Switch 2 was probably before the first Nintendo Switch released. Switch 2 in the early days took the form of the rumored Nintendo Switch Pro. People were hoping for an upgraded Switch model akin to something like the new Nintendo 3DS. Minus the name, good lord. What was the proof? Am I a reliable leaker? Minecraft 2 is coming soon! Well, if you want to learn Nintendo, you gotta know the art of the nothing burger. It's basically saying a whole lot of words without actually confirming nor denying anything at all. Alternative Switch systems have been hinted at for some time at investor meetings, but alas, nothing confirmed. Of course, the Wall Street Journal had to ruin the fun by confirming not one, but 2 Switch models would be releasing in 2019. Is it? Can it be? Switch Pro is here, baby!
Is that it?
Switch Pro.
It's not very big.
Love, that is a dinghy.
But that's alright, we got some good old-fashioned Nintendo patents to drool over. There's this hinged Joy-Con that'll offer better comfort, and a Joy-Con touch pen because touching is good, goddammit. Are these the pro features pro gamers have been asking for? No! An actual real Switch VR headset? Now this has got to be pro. No! 3D eye tracking? Unlike the OG Switch with its plethora of patents and prototypes we can sort through, Switch 2, or Switch Pro at the time, just makes us look like idiots. There were reports talking about a new custom SoC, 4K upscaling, it could do spatial audio, it could kiss you goodnight. Then Bloomberg had to burst the bubble and say it'll be a modest upgrade and not a boost in performance. They're the type of people to tell children at Toys R Us that Santa isn't real. But for real this time, in 2021, new hardware was set to drop. Here it is. It's here! What is that? Nintendo Switch OLED. Alright, so what I believe happened was the Switch OLED was supposed to have an upgraded CPU, but due to the global chip shortage, they decided against it. Nintendo said, screw you, here's everything you ever wanted except the power. $350 and we all still bought it. Boo-hoo. There was proof that the new dock had 4K capabilities, so it originally must have been a Switch Pro, but it never happened. This is Nintendo we're talking about. If Nintendo was a surgeon, they'd take the patent out on a nice walk, get him a fancy dinner, but never actually perform the surgery, so the patient dies anyway. Everyone was super frustrated about this. By the time the OLED released, Switch games were starting to hit their absolute limits. There's only so much you can do with a toaster. Games are choking on themselves, begging for better hardware. PC handhelds like the Steam Deck would be making the rounds a year after and just put the Switch's performance to shame. Actual coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb. Actually, I was gonna buy this beautiful Tears of the Kingdom OLED Switch, but I didn't because I assumed the Switch 2 was right around the corner, and it wouldn't release for another 2 years. My 8-year-old Switch was begging to be put down.
Why didn't you just kill me?
So after everyone's hopes and dreams died with the Switch OLED, rumors started shifting to not a Switch Pro, but a Switch successor. Revealed in a Game Freak leak. Now we know why they're called Game Freak.
Now what about the artillery? I mean, he had relations with it, threw it back in the river, and then came back for the same one?
That's what you hung up about.
The Switch successor's codename was deemed Ounce. Man, NX was so much cooler. What will it be called? Super Switch? Too Switch? Too Serious? Switch U? It's Switch 2, like, come on. If you get confused by the name Switch 2, you might need to go back to kindergarten. Nintendo's corporate meeting stated that their Nintendo account system will be their pathway to a smooth transition to the next generation, because we all know Nintendo and their smooth transitions. Their meetings always showed this graph of their future outlook, and always showed the Switch successor releasing in 20XX. Trust me guys, I'm showing you the roadmap of when I'm getting laid. Then Nvidia just got nuked and a bunch of stuff was leaked out. Within the source code of Nvidia's DLSS, there's a reference to a Nintendo Switch 2 which gives even more confirmation to 4K upscaling. Then it was also leaked that Samsung would be manufacturing the process in collaboration with Nvidia. Blah blah blah, the Switch 2 will have 4 tons of giga shards and could give you a blowjob. Don't want to bore you to death with specs. Where's the interesting leaks? It was pretty obvious at this point that, newsflash, Switch 2 will be just a better Switch. The Godfather is slightly better than Transformers The Last Knight, who could have guessed? But some people kinda missed that Nintendo magic with the weird gimmicks and such. Switch 2 just felt so boring in a way. I wasn't expecting it to cook me lunch or something, but I am expecting it to pay for my college tuition because this is just insane. But come on. Nintendo would be missing the dunk of the century if they didn't do another Switch. But just as you thought these leaks were getting boring as hell, things started to rapidly heat up. By that, I mean my Switch threatening to explode after playing Doom Eternal on that thing. It's a miracle my Switch still works to this day. Oh, and the heat is also a reference to everyone's frustration that grew every single day Nintendo didn't announce the damn system. Literally every single tweet they make will have some clown in the comments asking, "Where's Switch 2?" And don't worry, because I am one of those clowns. At Gamescom 2023, reports talked about Nintendo showing off Switch 2 behind closed doors, apparently running a 4K version of Breath of the Wild. They also showed off the Matrix Awakens Unreal Engine 5 tech demo using DLSS upscaling and ray tracing with comparable graphics to the PS5 and Xbox. Dev kits have been circling around too apparently. Despite the Switch OLED, Switch 2 would revert back to an LCD screen so little Timmy can afford this thing. Dual screen patent surfaced. I don't know what Nintendo's cooking, but welcome back Nintendo DS. Here's a single standalone Joy-Con you can hand to your little brother. People were getting excited over a rotating dock. Hall effect Joy-Con patents also surfaced, so say bye-bye to Joy-Con drift, but I wouldn't be surprised if it showed up again because Nintendo and reliability have taken a nosedive harder than Amelia Earhart. But finally, in May of 2024, with a blunt "This is Furukawa," Nintendo finally formally announces that the Switch successor will be unveiled within the next 10 months. So now things start to really get insane because there is now a countdown to the absolute last day they can announce this system. People were losing their minds to the point where Nintendo had to specifically state that the directs wouldn't feature Switch 2. Like the trailer can drop any day, maybe in September, maybe it's somehow in the Fashion Dreamer September update trailer. It could drop on the International Day for the Eradication of Poverty. But one fateful day in September, we unknowingly got our first look at Switch 2. CAD models as well as shells of the system were leaked. We see a USB-C port at the top for more convenient access, but most interesting are the new Joy-Cons that appears to attach to the system magnetically, and a mysterious new button with a C? And a motherboard that looks too real to be fake. This has to be our first real look at what this new system could be. Yuka Replay E is shown to be releasing on all platforms including Nintendo, but what's funny is that they don't say Switch, but instead has eyes running across the screen like, come on Nintendo, your developers are poking fun at you. We also already knew that Microsoft is legally held at gunpoint to sell Call of Duty on Nintendo platforms, so that's coming to Switch 2. Square Enix has been dying to get off PlayStation's back and is open to porting the FF7 remake games. And in terms of Nintendo games, man, 3D Mario has to be coming year one of the system. Ocarina of Time remake was also rumored, but so are the rumblings that I Got a Girlfriend. Pokemon actually took a break in 2024, so Legend ZA should be for the new system. Metroid Prime 4. I sucked my own toe for this. It better be cross-platform and upgraded for Switch 2, or I will have to suck a whole foot. And Mario Kart 9. I swear to fucking God, if they release Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you will see an accident happen on the highway tonight. November rolls around, Nintendo announces the Switch successor will be backwards compatible with Switch software. I'd be concerned if it wasn't. And Nintendo Switch Online is here to stay, so you don't have to go drip feeding NES games for the literal 5th time only to get blue-balled by Ice Climber. There was the Nintendo Switch Online playtest program, which had a sort of MMO-like feature for online play. Will this affect Switch 2 and make Switch Online better for the future? I'm gonna go insane if it doesn't. Now from here on out, try as the ninjas might, but the floodgates have bursted open and Nintendo can no longer contain the damage. I mean, all the leaks at this point has been ridiculous. There's no way they can... Legit Gaming Leaks, which is a totally reliable source by the way, says that the Switch 2 exclusive games will be released exclusively on the Switch 2. Bravo, this man is doing God's work. A bunch of unofficial accessory makers just start flooding the internet with Switch 2 accessories that align with earlier leaked specs. Then, D-Brand, yeah that D-Brand, comes out with their own Switch 2 case, which is insane because D-Brand is an actual competent company. They partnered with Mr. I Like Driving 90 miles per hour in the Children's Zone, Brown Lee, so they're pretty cool. Creators began getting their hands on 3D printed mock-ups of the Switch 2. I mean, we basically already knew what this system looked like already. This is embarrassing. Just drop the trailer already! Instead, we got an alarm clock, a music app, and a Lego. They're doing everything but revealing it.
No. Buzz, look!
Switch 2. The Game Awards roll around where Nintendo... Suddenly, on Christmas Day, Santa came knocking. Leaked images of the dock, the logo, and a side profile of the system itself. They all very closely aligned with prior leaks, which made it so insane that we knew everything about this system except the games and the UI. I mean, if this wasn't real, it'd be the biggest joke in gaming history. And then even more images surface of the new Joy-Con that line up with prior leaks. You could see the new magnetic system they're going with, bigger bumper buttons that aren't the size of Tic Tacs, and a strange camera system that looks similar to those found on the bottom of a mouse. Could the Joy-Cons be used as a mouse? This could be a game changer for console gaming and bring so much awesome functionality and enhancements to games. Think Mario Maker or Splatoon with this, or all the dumb shit Nintendo can think of with mouse controls. And if you plug in the numbers on the back into Nintendo support, the site actually recognizes it, so this is a real Nintendo product. Man, Nintendo, get it together, man! We enter 2025, where every single parent has to realize that buying their kids a Switch for Christmas was a terrible idea. Fuck! It was rumored that the trailer would be shown off on the 8th. I kinda bought this, so I eagerly went to sleep to wake up to... Here's another leak. At the Consumer Electronics Show, another accessory maker known as Genki just basically shows off the system. I mean, look at it! It's right there! We know everything, bro! You're not slick! What's funny is that this finally prompted action from the ninjas as they formally went to Genki's booth to pursue legal action. Mainly because Genki said they have an actual system to base these models off of, but when confronted they said, no, actually we were going off what the leaks were saying, totally don't got a real system. Nintendo finally said something about the leaks and said the hardware Genki had was not provided by Nintendo. But the damage is already done. It's everywhere. It's the most leaked gaming system of all time. Your ninjas can't do anything. The motherfucking board leaked. We can see the SoC. We know its relative power. We've been inside you. It's on the black market. Yeah, I'm getting worried too, man. GameStop is leaking games and accessories. Walmart Canada Gaming, I hate you. You are not slick. People were getting hyped over Nintendo changing their Twitter banner. It was out of control. Oh my god. It's here. The trailer is...
To smell them. Hey Mario, wanna sniff?
And I thought sucking my toe was my breaking point. But then, famous insider, Nate the Hate, just straight up said it's happening January 16th. If not, I'm pretty sure the entire world was gonna hang him. Every single news outlet ever just started the countdowns. Everyone was just done at this point. I was done at this point. I was so convinced it was happening that week.
It is currently Wednesday, January 15th, 8:46 p.m. I am eagerly waiting for just like an announcement. An announcement for the announcement. They say, the people are saying at the latest 8:30 p.m. because that's when the NX announcement dropped that it was going to announce the Switch, and it's 8:46. I can't take it anymore. Nintendo, where is it? Where is it? I can't take this anymore. Just stop it with the Donkey Kong.
Oh my god, it's happening. It's happening. It's here. Holy fuck, we knew what it looked like for so long. It's just so gratifying to see it all confirmed. Excuse me, but let me just let out all my frustration and excitement in one scream. After 8 long years, I'd say the Nintendo Switch has served me well. Yeah, I had a Wii, a DS, and a 3DS, but the Switch is where I truly did grow up. I had my Switch since day one, March 3rd, 2017. I remember that day vividly. I was in 5th grade. I am now a college freshman. This dumb piece of plastic has been there, giving me entertainment and joy, either with my friends or just by myself. It's always been there, and it's been such a wild ride, but it's time for the next generation. I remember saying that the Switch successor would release at the latest in 2025. I didn't think that actually happened, but here we are. Well, I'm here to confirm today that I am in fact super legit gaming leaks. How do I get my info? I already told you. And I was right. Minecraft 2 is real. When I walk home, I'm going to be heralded as a hero, a man of the people. I'm expecting fireworks.
Celebration.
You leaked the Switch 2 trailer, so I'll make you leak too. What?
Not pissed. I've beaten your goons before. Ah, I can do it again.
You're gonna make a switch to the afterlife.
I'm gonna drunk drive into your family like it's another night of Mario Kart.
Joke's on you. I already do that. Prepare to get smashed. Bro.
I know something that'll be more annoying than Switch 2 rumors.
Have you heard of the Switch 2 Pro?
Fuck!
Actually, you know what? I'm skipping Switch 2 Pro. I'm skipping all the way to Switch 4, baby. Here we come.